Hey Sci Fanatics, ever wondered what it would be like to survive 100 days on a skyblock? Just you, surrounded by nothing but the vacuum of space with only limited resources. Sounds like an impossible challenge, right? Today on FlakLab, we're going to step into the world of video games, specifically the popular 100 Days Skyblock challenge in Minecraft. But instead of pixels and pickaxes, we're going to use real-world science to see if you could actually survive on a skyblock. Why? Because it's fun, and we're all about pushing the boundaries of imagination, science, and sanity. A skyblock, for those not familiar, is a tiny island suspended in the middle of nowhere. You start with a few basic resources: a tree, some dirt, and a chest with a few items. Your task is to survive, expand your island, and thrive against all odds. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. It's a test of resource management, creativity, and persistence. In real life, the challenge would be far more complex than in Minecraft. You'd have to deal with gravity, lack of oxygen, temperature extremes, and the sheer terror of being stuck on a tiny island floating in the void. Surviving in such an extreme environment comes down to four basic needs: air, water, food, and shelter. Air. There's no breathable air in space. You'd need a source of oxygen and a way to protect yourself from the vacuum of space. In theory, you could use plants to create oxygen through photosynthesis, but you'd need a lot of plants and a sealed environment to trap the oxygen they produce. Water. Rain is a no-go in space. You'd need another source of water. One possibility would be to bring along water purification equipment. You could recycle your own waste, similar to how astronauts do on the International Space Station. Food. Growing food would be crucial. Using a hydroponic system, you could grow plants without soil, using nutrient-rich water instead. Shelter. Lastly, you'd need shelter, not just from space debris, but also from radiation. Space is filled with cosmic rays that could harm you. Your shelter would need to be sturdy and well insulated. Now, we're not suggesting you launch yourself into space and try to survive on a floating rock, but you can simulate this challenge at home. Here's how. 1. Create your skyblock. Find a quiet spot, preferably outdoors, and mark off a small square. This is your skyblock. 2. Source your resources. Gather a few basic items, like a bottle of water, some seeds, and a small plant. 3. Survive. Spend a few hours or a whole day on your skyblock. You can only use the resources you've brought with you. Try to make your water last, see if you can get your seeds to sprout, and keep your plant alive. With the basics covered, let's delve deeper into the practical strategies you can utilize to survive 100 days in Skyblock. Considering the four pillars of survival, air, water, food, and shelter, we've outlined some essential steps you could take. Air. The key to maintaining a breathable atmosphere revolves around striking a balance between plant life and your own oxygen consumption. It's paramount to cultivate a mini ecosystem within your shelter. You could achieve this by growing fast photosynthesizing plants like algae. Algae not only produces oxygen, but also can serve as a food source. However, it's crucial to monitor the oxygen levels continuously, as excess oxygen can lead to fires, and low levels can lead to suffocation. Water. In a skyblock scenario where rain is not an option, you would need to rely on closed-loop water systems. This system would involve recycling and purifying all water used, be it for drinking, washing, or plant hydration. To remove impurities and kill bacteria in the water, you could use heat-based distillation or ultraviolet light treatment. The key here is to ensure that no water, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is wasted. Food. For food, hydroponics would be your best bet. This system allows you to grow plants in a water-based, nutrient-rich solution, thus eliminating the need for soil. You could grow leafy greens, tomatoes, and peppers, which are known to thrive in hydroponic setups. It's also worth considering a diet of algae and insects. Insects, like crickets and mealworms, can be farmed in small spaces and provide high-quality protein. Shelter. When it comes to your shelter, the main concerns are protection from radiation and space debris. Your shelter would need to be built with materials that can withstand the harsh space environment. It would need to include layers of radiation-shielding materials such as lead, water, or polyethylene. Additionally, the shelter should be designed to withstand impacts from space debris. Finally, you might also need to consider the psychological challenges of isolation. Being alone in a confined space for an extended period could lead to feelings of loneliness and boredom. To combat this, you could bring along books, games, or other forms of entertainment. Regular communication with the outside world, if possible, would also be beneficial. In conclusion, surviving 100 days in Skyblock would require meticulous planning, strict resource management, and a strong will. While it's a daunting task, with the right knowledge and preparation, it might just be possible. Remember, the key to survival is adaptability. Water. Staying hydrated is vital for survival. Your initial water supply will eventually run out, so it's imperative to establish a sustainable water source. Rainwater collection is a viable option. Construct a system that collects and stores rainwater for drinking and other uses. It's also essential to have a way to purify the water, which can be done through boiling or using a homemade filter constructed from sand, gravel, and charcoal. Food. Your source of nourishment on a skyblock is primarily through farming. The seeds you've brought with you will be the lifeline to your food supply. Start by building a small makeshift garden. The dirt from the skyblock can be used to plant the seeds. Remember, the success of your crops will rely heavily on the quality of your soil, so it might be necessary to create compost to enrich it. You can do this by collecting and decomposing organic waste, like plant leaves. One thing to note is that space is limited on a skyblock, so you'll need to think vertically when it comes to farming. Consider building vertical gardens or even trellises for vine crops. If you've brought any livestock with you, make sure to create a comfortable habitat for them and remember that they will also need food and water. Shelter. Your first night on the skyblock will be a test of your building skills. Using the limited resources available, you need to construct a shelter that will protect you from the elements and potential threats. Keep in mind, shelter is not just about having a roof over your head. It's also about maintaining a regulated temperature. Consider insulating your shelter with materials that can retain heat during cold nights. Threats. One of the major challenges of surviving on a skyblock are the potential threats that may appear. This could be anything from hostile mobs to weather conditions. It's important to set up defenses to protect yourself and your resources. This can be as simple as building walls or fences around your shelter to setting up traps. You also need to remember to have an escape route in case of emergencies. Physical and mental health. Surviving 100 days on a skyblock is not just about physical survival, it's also a mental game. It's essential to keep yourself physically active to maintain your health. Exercise can be incorporated into your daily routine, like chopping wood or tending to your crops. Mental well-being is equally important. The isolation and solitude can be challenging. Finding ways to keep your mind active and engaged is crucial. This can be through problem-solving activities, like figuring out how to expand your shelter or improve your defenses, or even creative pursuits, like crafting or decorating your shelter. In conclusion, surviving 100 days on a skyblock will truly test your resourcefulness, resilience, and endurance. It's a unique challenge that requires careful planning, quick thinking, and adaptability. Remember to appreciate the simple joys that come with this challenge. The sprouting of a seed, the collection of fresh rainwater, the completion of a new shelter. These small victories are testament to your survival skills and the human spirit's ability to adapt and thrive in the harshest of conditions. Surviving 100 days in a skyblock requires not just mental fortitude, but also a sound physical health. Living in space, even in a hypothetical situation like this, has its unique challenges due to the lack of gravity. In a gravity-free environment, muscles and bones can weaken, leading to serious health issues. This is why astronauts on the International Space Station exercise for at least 2 hours every day. To maintain your muscle mass and bone density, you will need to include an exercise routine in your daily schedule. You might be thinking, how do I exercise without gravity? Well, the answer lies in resistance training. Resistance exercises, such as weightlifting and resistance bands exercises, can stimulate muscle growth and bone strength. These exercises can be adapted to a zero-gravity environment by using specially designed exercise equipment. For cardiovascular health, you can perform exercises like running and cycling using a treadmill or stationary bike designed for space use. These machines are equipped with harnesses that keep you grounded to the machine as you exercise. Besides exercising, you also need to ensure that you get the necessary nutrients to keep your body functioning optimally. As mentioned earlier, you can grow your own food using hydroponics, but you might need to supplement your diet with vitamins and minerals. In space, the human body's ability to absorb certain nutrients can be compromised, so additional supplements might be necessary. Furthermore, sleep plays a crucial role in maintaining your health. The absence of a natural day-night cycle could disturb your sleep pattern. To ensure a good night's sleep, you should establish a regular sleep schedule. You could use artificial light to simulate a day-night cycle. Darkening your shelter during nighttime could help signal your body that it's time to sleep. Staying connected with the outside world can also help alleviate feelings of isolation. Regular communication with family, friends, or a support team on Earth can provide emotional support and a sense of belonging. Additionally, you could keep a journal to express your thoughts and feelings. This can be a therapeutic way of dealing with the challenges of living in a skyblock. Remember, surviving 100 days in a skyblock is not just about staying alive, but also about maintaining your physical and mental well-being. So, what do you think? Could you survive 100 days on a skyblock? What would be your strategy? Remember to comment your thoughts and strategies below. The most creative or scientifically accurate answer will get a shout-out in our next video. And if you loved this challenge, don't forget to subscribe to FlakLab for more exciting experiments, weird scenarios, and interactive challenges. Get your thinking caps on, your survival gear ready, and may the science be with you.